Is this videotaping?
It is now.
Is it? Alright, think so. Does that capture everything? I wonder if you could go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So you could talk.
What's going on, guys? This is our first try at this. Hopefully, it's not our last.
Yeah. I don't think so.
And I hope not.
I don't think so. I think it's making a day.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know what to call it yet, so it's a podcast.
Maybe we could do this 100 days. That'll make your life easier.
This one?
Yeah.
I do it every day.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard. Like, this was hard enough.
Yeah.
You know how many times we tried to schedule this?
Past 3 weeks.
17. 17 times. And finally we're like, you know what? We have a half an hour. Let's finally bang this out because it's been a long time.
And we both almost forgot that we were going to do this because I actually was going to work out and then his car pulled up behind me. And I was like, oh, wait, no, I have to podcast.
Is that funny? Because I saw you going down this way and I was getting ready to work out and I was at the light. I was like, oh, Ames. I was like, I think we have to podcast today.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't remember. And then in my head, I was like, I'm going to work out. And then I was like, let me ask him. We're supposed to podcast today?
And I was being a bitch too because I was here like putting my creatine. I'm like, do I bring it up or do I just work out? Because we're both forgetful at like everything. I wish I could have an assistant, but I'm broke.
It was the same.
So, yeah.
I felt it was probably the same process went through your head that went through my head. And we're both being little bitches.
Yeah, we're both alike and being a bitch.
And if anyone is watching this as our friend and this is yours, thank you for sponsoring this workout.
Thank you, Gatorade, our sports authority.
Thank you, Gatorade.
For this
Thank
bottle
you,
as well.
Grieving
Cards.
Cards. I would like to thank grievingcards.com for their sponsorship, and they're going to sponsor today's podcast. So.
Yeah, they can actually probably sponsor us. I guess we maybe have to like bleep this out or grade this out.
Which one? That's
Gatorade.
Materade. We like to...
Poland Spring.
This is definitely something.
We're really wasting your time right now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter. Because we don't care because you're still watching this.
Yeah, there's no reason. So.
Whose fault is this?
I don't know. Nothing.
So what are we talking about today?
I don't know. I think we're going to talk about...
I'll talk about yesterday, what you brought up yesterday.
What did I talk about yesterday?
The thing that you went to on Sunday.
Oh!
I didn't even know that you went until yesterday.
So one of the main reasons, I guess not even the main reason, I want the podcast for a long time, but then I went to go see Kyle Cease. If you guys don't know who Kyle Cease is, Kyle Cease used to be a stand-up comic, and I was a stand-up comedian, so I watched him throughout my time of doing so. It was a really good stand-up comic, improv comic, just very spontaneous, and it seems like everything he says is like just at that moment, and that was his specialty, or what made him so authentic. And he became a comedy/transformational guy. So he did comedy and transformation put into one. So he talks about life transformation and combination of his style of comedy. And I found it very interesting. A different, I guess you could say, take on it, because I could see myself doing the same exact thing. Now, what he talks about, it doesn't really matter, kind of, because he doesn't even know what he's talking about. It's almost like he has his, like most people go in and do a presentation. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I open up with this, and then I have to pull this in, and then I'm just gonna go through like a PowerPoint presentation would suck. Those presentations suck. So if you work for Microsoft and you do those presentations, you suck. Okay, you suck because no one cares about your bullet points, you know?
Pretend there's bullet points.
Let's pretend we're gonna pretend there's bullet points here. It's like, hey, watch this, bring, and then bring, and then the work law of here, bring, and then it's just like, you're just listing out a bunch of things. Coach Nick is here. You good? Yeah.
I just put this in my locker.
Oh, yeah, okay. This, also sponsored by Jeep. Thank you. And that's it. It all just comes... Where's Nick's? Oh, Nick's is here. Right there.
Boom.
And it's just not good. Whereas he knows what he's going to talk about, but whatever happens at that moment, he will let it come in. So if a thought comes in, it's going to be part of it, or maybe a new creation, or a code. Right. So he combines that really hard skill, or that talent of being able to improv with like a meaning behind it. So he'll talk about something, but all of a sudden, like on stage, some black lady went to the bathroom out of nowhere, and she was like, "It was because you," and it became like a half an hour.
Oh, nice.
A half an hour lesson of being able to jump. Like he started talking about, okay, you have to jump.
That's what.
You have to do things. Yeah, you gotta get to jump.
Listen to this one.
Jumping. What is? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like, listen to this one.
Not literally.
I don't know.
Actually,
what am I actually?
You said because it's kind of the same thing. It's like not caring, like how you opened up Crank, because you just jump, like all the stuff that you that could have stopped you, like, oh, the money, or I have to pay bills, or I have a girlfriend that I have to attend to, all that stuff. You didn't care. You just jumped.
Just jumping, and that's pretty much what his seminar is about, is taking the leap, and taking the leap of faith, and jumping. Because a lot of people, if you put into relation with skydivers, people like to skydive, right? But if you ask any skydiver, he says, when's the scariest point of skydiving? The scariest point of skydiving is right before you jump, right? It's the most terrifying thing, because you're looking at nothing below you, and you don't know what's going to happen from that jump until you jump, right? But you don't understand is that when you're still on the plane, why is it scary? Because you're still on the plane, you're still safe, right? It doesn't make sense, because you have to jump in order to be in danger. And when you find out finally that when you jump and when you're in danger, you're still in control of what can happen. Like, things aren't going to just break and fall, and if it does, it's like, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, but so many people are afraid to jump because they want to stay safe. They want to stay safe, and they want to hold on to the plane for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Try doing a lot of things and hold on to the plane at the same time.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to get anywhere fast. The only way you'll be free and have freedom is if you jump off the plane. Sure. Think about doing anything. It's like, okay, I want to start writing a book, right? Do that and tie your hand to an airplane.
Good luck with that.
Not gonna happen.
One-handed.
One-handed.
Hopefully it's not the one
I'm
you
lefty,
write with.
so I can't
write. Hopefully it's not the one you write with. Which
I can't write.
What Pete's doing right now.
With anything.
Yeah.
So you have to just believe in it and actually just have faith in whatever it is, because you know you're passionate about. But it's you know, and just like anyone else, it's hard, and it takes a special type of person to be able to jump.
Yeah, I agree, because I'm kind of in that position right now. So I can relate. If you can relate, I can relate to this right now, because I'm in the position where I have like the whole blog thing that I want to do. And the reason why I'm inconsistent with it is, well, one, I'm being lazy, yeah, and two, I'm just afraid to jump, because I'm afraid to talk about the things that I want to talk about, because I'm afraid to get judged, or what people think about me, or like lose a friend, or have someone think of me differently. Because I like to be liked. I love everyone, and I just deep down inside I just want to be loved. So you know what I mean. So when I put it out there, I'm just like, it's me just jumping and not caring, because for one instance, he'll remain nameless. I want to write about something about just fighting through, like going through things, right? And a lot of it had to do with my faith. I'm a man of faith or whatever. But moving on. So I didn't do it, and then all of a sudden I talked to this person, like maybe a few days later, about how he was going through things and how he was going through depression, or he wasn't sure if he was going through depression. And everything that he was telling me is everything I want to write about. So it was kind of telling me, like, stop being afraid of what people are going to think, because you might know what you want to do is reach out to people. People are going through the same things as you. Like, kind of what you talk about, like the whole niche thing.
Right.
Like, well, I want to reach out to people that are going through the same things as I'm going through. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just realized, after he said yes, I'm like, I have to jump. I have to stop being afraid, because I'm a punk bitch. Yeah.
No, it's a natural reaction to be. It's a natural human tendency to want to be liked, to want to be hated, to want to be thought of as something. You know, because people's opinions of you is what runs your life, and that's the biggest problem with everybody, is that people's opinions of them
matter.
Is what becomes your own opinion. You know,
Sure.
Like when you first go out on a date with a girl. Or like the first time you meet someone, it's like, ooh, I want to make sure I dress up like this and I smell this good and I'm this. That's not you. You know, that's not you anymore. You have to impress her. You have to make sure she likes you, right? Rather than you should like yourself and you should just like, she should like you. You know, she should like you. And that's why the person you're with now likes you and they stick with you. Because there's no way you could marry us.
I wear these sweats.
They're disgusting.
All day, every day. So I used to wear jeans, but then I stopped because it's not me. Well, unless I go to church.
Unless you go, yeah, right? Unless you have to go.
Yeah.
That's our fancy outfits.
Oh, yeah, fancy. I have fancy sweats. I actually. Like,
Let me see the fancy sweats.
These are my fancy sweats.
They're brand new, guys.
I got so many complaints I had to buy new. They're more fitting.
They're NBA sweats.
They're like highlighter. I got them at Target. They're like $20, but
that's pretty good.
They're my fancy ones. I want to wear today to coach.
They're good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all my gray sweats are dirty, and everyone complains. But the hell are we talking about?
I'd like to thank the NBA for those pants.
Thanks guys
for new sponsorship. But it's true. It's the people, like, you always look for acceptance. And, you know, you're never going to have a good blog. Yes. What they dictate. You're letting other people's stuff dictate your self-worth.
Yeah, and both of us, we usually like I like to come off as someone that doesn't care. Like usually I don't care what people think about me, but deep down inside when I look at them, like I do care, and I have to let go of that. Like, I am who I am. I'm different, whatever. I have to use my abilities to kind of reach out to people that are going through the same things. You know what I mean? We're very similar. We forget a lot. We both like to make people laugh. We're loud.
Yeah.
We like to entertain.
Because you want people to be happy.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's the end. That's always, I feel like, the end goal. You know, because people are like, oh, but what about you? What about you? I was like, you have no idea. And you don't understand that when other people are happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, same way.
You know? It's like, if other people are upset, I get upset. You know, I'm like, you're like a chameleon. Almost like you're just becoming into this environment. And, you know, to a point. There's a point where I'm like, you know what, fuck it. If you're not really that happy, I'm sorry then. You're not going to ruin my day, you know?
But the people that we care about, we always... Like, everyone that works out here at Crank, we care about. Absolutely. We know, like, for 1 hour, our time with you is we have to make you laugh, entertain, or not just to do that, or like dance monkey dance, but we just care about everybody, and we want everyone to be happy and walk out like feeling like, oh, I got a good workout and I laughed a lot.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. That's just, you know.
When people succeed, we succeed. Absolutely.
Hands down, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, doodly.
Absolutely, doodly.
I'll take anyone. Like, it feels good to like, do good things like in the gym, like hit a new PR, personal record on like a bench or squat. But when I see someone else succeed, it's a far greater feeling of success to see someone like really happy or find joy, or not even through like the gym, or just finding life. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that came in here just down and out, and then to see where they are now is just, it's a good feeling, and that's why we coach. Or I know that's why I coach it. That's what definitely why you coach.
That's why I coach.
You wrote a book about it.
That's why you coach, man.
Path to a New Pete.
Path to a New Pete. This is episode
Amazon
number 1.
Prime.
Episode Amazon.com. If you don't have Prime, you can still get it on Amazon.
You can still get it, yeah. You can use our account. Actually, no, use his account.
Don't use my account. Okay. Someone ordered guitar strings on my account. I have to return it, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's not lying. We would bring it up, but we would just waste another 10 seconds of your life.
Yeah, do you guys have any problems with that, with Amazon?
Yeah, and if you guys want the guitar strings, just
they send me stuff all the time.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about that stuff.
Good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Guys, thank you so much. If you stuck with us the whole, whatever...
12 minutes and 42
12 minutes.
seconds.
Wow, did you see that?
No, I made that up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
12 minutes and 42 seconds.
If you guys were with us the 12 minutes and 59 seconds, I've been pretty impressed. And we hope to see you soon, and tune in.
Subscribe. I don't know how to do on podcast. Do you do that for a podcast?
Post.
You're the first one, man.
I know, I did horribly. Guys, use my life as example. We failed multiple times, but look, we're still happy. We love life.
Follow. Look at his background. People always look for the perfect opportunity to do something, right?
Yeah.
This thing has paint on it.
Yeah,
we took down a calendar to make a blank background.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put our faces on it.
And
you're still watching.
And you're still watching.
It's your fault now.
I don't know what else to do.
We told you we're wasting your time.
How do you do this? What's the next step? So if you guys have podcasts, comment up. Let us know.
Please let us know.
Let us know what to do, because, and I'm not going to buy your product. So don't just tell me what to do. Don't, send me a link on how to sign up for how to do podcasts.
All 2 of you.
All 3. I'm going for 3.
4.
Okay.
It's like Price is Right.
All right, it's good. Alright, we're going to do the old signing off because I don't have the remote control. So I'm going to hit this button like this.
Yes!
Bye, guys.